Curtis Trades here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Driveye D9, which is a 5-channel dash cam. And typically you'll see 2-channel dash cams, sometimes you'll see 3-channel dash cams with an interior cam, sometimes you'll even see 4-channel dash cams, but you will rarely see a 5-channel dash cam like this one. And the 5 different channels that it has the front camera here, it's got the 2 side cameras that you can face towards the inside, you can turn them and face them towards the outside or the front if you'd like to. And then it also has 2 cameras that you can use, one for the rear of your vehicle, and it also has what's called a baby cam. And you can set it up to be mounted on the headrest, and you can view an infant in a child car seat if you'd like to do that with the 5th camera. The other nice thing is that you don't have to use the 5th camera as a child cam if you don't want to. The way I've set it up in my car, since I don't have a young child right now, is that I have put 2 on the back so I can see the peripheral side of the back of the vehicle. And that's a really uncommon viewpoint that you'll get, especially because most of the cars only have 1 camera in the front and 1 camera in the rear. This one gives you the option of adding 2 extra cameras on there. So the possibilities are pretty endless with where you want to mount this thing. It gives you options to mount it on the headrest with the Velcro straps, and you can also use sticky mounts to suction it to windows or trim pieces on the interior of your vehicle as well. And the other thing you can do is you could have them facing out towards the back sides of your car too, depending on how you want to set it up.
If you're looking to purchase it, check out a link down in the description. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know those as well.
Now, the really nice thing about this is the main unit here has the front camera here. A couple things to note is that it does have a up and down adjustment, which most cameras have, but this one also has a side to side adjustment too, which is not as common to see. So you do have a lot of play with the front camera here to get it exactly where you want it to be. And depending on how your windshield is angled, it won't always point directly where you want it to. So this does give you a lot of options to adjust that angle. The interior cameras have a lot of movement. They can go all the way from the front to the back, and then you can also rotate them up and down quite a ways too. So you can get a lot of different angles. You can point them almost straight down, almost straight up if you'd like to, either the front or the back. And then these 2 interior cameras and then the baby cam as well, they have these infrared sensors on here, so they will be working in night vision. So if your car is off and you want to put it in parking mode, if you hardwire your dash cam so it always has power, you can set up 24-hour surveillance. And especially with the 5 cameras, you can get a lot of different angles of the outside of your vehicle if you want really full coverage of your vehicle. The manual does have a lot of really good information. It shows you how to hook up to the app. The app was very simple to use. You just download the app, has the password and the Wi-Fi information on here. That way you can download the videos to your smartphone directly from the camera itself. You don't have to take out the SD card to get that information. You can also just take the SD card out of the camera and put it in your computer. That's another way to do it. It does have GPS, so you can monitor your pass if you set it up to do that. For installing the camera, you literally just plug in your USB power to this port and then your 2 rear cameras to these 2 ports here. They only fit in one option. This one's a little bit larger than this one. And then you're gonna wanna plug in your 12-volt outlet for the power to the camera. It also comes with a nice USB port here, so if you do wanna add on a charger or something else to the USB port, you have that option to do so. So this button here will lock the current recording. The center one will turn off the video feed if you don't want to see your screen while you're driving. This one here cycles through the different viewpoints. You can do 3, you can do 4, you can do 5 if you want to, or have full screen for one of them. You can do 2, you can do full screen again for most of the different cameras. It's got a lot of different options for what you want to view while you're going down the road if you'd like to. Then you can go into the settings. Lots of different settings you can change right through here. You can look at the playback. You can do voice controls, which is kind of nice if you want to say like view rear camera. It'll just show the rear camera on here, or you can click to use the baby car camera if you want to view that one. And you can go through the different menu settings through here. Very simple to change. And then it has quite a few different options. Again, all these you can go through to make a lot of different changes for what you want. You can change the loop record, change the parking mode on or off, Wi-Fi, those sorts of things. And it does have a couple other menus here. Again, if you want to change beeps, volume, screensavers, settings, format the card, all lots of different options here and here. And then this will go to the next page. You can turn the GPS on or off, show your speed. Then on the back of the manual here, it does have all the voice controls. You can change the recording, change the audio settings, those sorts of things, change which camera you're viewing.
And then for the resolution, when you use all 5 cameras, it'll be a 2K for the front camera and 1080p for the rest of them. You do have a couple options too where you can remove some of the cameras to increase the resolution for the front camera. So if you go with 4 cameras, you can have 4K set up for the front camera and 1080p for the rest of them. There are a few other resolution choices too, where you can have a little bit higher resolution from the rear cam. But most of the time, 1080p is plenty of resolution for a rear cam, in my opinion.
But overall, it's a really simple camera to use. You really just can plug it in, set up your cameras, and it's good to go. You don't really need to change any of the settings. It does have all the typical settings you would want to see in a dash cam. It's got a G sensor, parking mode if you do decide to hardwire it. It's got GPS, and having the 5 cameras is really the best part about this camera. It's super easy to use, and getting 5 different angles depending on what you want to record when you're driving around, it's super awesome for the coverage. So other things to note that came in the box, it came with some sticky static clings. These are for windshields, and what you do is you put these on your windshield and then you attach the dash cam to these on your windshield. And then when you want to remove the camera, if you want to reposition it, these come off your windshield a lot easier than the 3M sticky pads do. It also comes with mounts, so if you would like to mount the rear camera on the outside of the vehicle, you can. And you can also set it up to link in with the rear backup camera as well. So it does give it some different options for mounting these with screws or using sticky pads if you want to mount it. I usually like to mount them on the inside of the vehicle. Sometimes it can be tricky to get the wires through to the outside of the car. So typically I mount those on the inside, but it gives you the option to do both. It does also come with some trim tools and some screwdrivers. Some of the cameras have little adjustment knobs on them if you want to loosen or tighten the screws to adjust the direction of the cameras. It has those, and does have some wire clips. And again, you can use the trim tool to hide your wires up into the A-pillar and along the trim to hide those wires. Some other things that are nice about this camera is that you can remove it from the windshield. The mount that attaches to the windshield, it slides on and off of that. So if you want to take it off of the windshield easily, if you want to hide it so you don't have to worry about people breaking into your car to try and steal it, you can take it off pretty quickly. This is a lens that will help with glare. So it's basically a glare reduction lens. And these just pop onto the main front camera, and you can twist them to change the angle that they're on because they do have filters. It's almost, if you think about polarized sunglasses, it's kind of the same idea. It helps reduce the glare. So when you're putting it on there, you can check the video and you can twist it and see what is the best option, especially when you're in really sunny environments and filming. But overall, this is a really good camera if you want a lot of protection and a lot of different angles of your vehicle, or if you do also want the baby monitor option, you can set it up to put the full screen on there for the baby monitor so you can see your kids in the back when you're driving and you don't have to reach over and look back and be really distracted and take your eyes off the road.
If you're looking to purchase it, check out a link down in the description. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know those as well.